All right, Tint Talk here. So really quick, we're gonna do one, and I'm gonna just talk about some things that make it so you have fingers in your film, and I'm gonna talk about a little other things that are giving you contamination. So one of the big things everybody knows, shrinking the window, shrinking it out, getting rid of all the fingers, that's gonna cause you fingers, obviously right there off of the rip. So the other thing that a lot of people don't know, when you open the window and you're cleaning the window off with your blade, yada, 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 a lot of times people won't go down here in the sill. And going down there in the sill, what that does is that brings up dirt also. Sometimes there'll be dirt beyond the sill that you can't see. And that will cause it so you'll get a finger in your film too. Another thing is when people are applying the film, like boom, they spray it, they put their pattern on. Now they're applying the film, right? But they'll lock one side in up here, as is, do a little squeegee, they'll squeegee everything out, and then they'll tilt the right side down a little bit. And what that's doing is creating tension right there in the film. Instead of being flat, now you're creating tension. The tension has nowhere to go but to create a finger. So that'll cause you to get a finger also. So those are, a few things that will give you fingers. Now, the thing about cleaning the windows, right? A lot of people will sit there and they'll water it up, they'll scrape it with a blade or something like that, and then they'll squeegee everything off. And then what they'll do is, take a towel and they'll dry the window off, and then they'll just spray and squeegee again. So the thing about that is you're always gonna get lint in those type of situations. Well, most likely, not always, but a lot of the times you're gonna get lint in those situations. So unless it's a window that it's just completely blown up, that I really wouldn't, I don't use my towel on it, but everybody, it is what it is. Another reason is because when people clean these seals out, what they'll do, they'll lazily go down, whatever, that's about it. So a lot of the seals got a lot more of this grut and gunk than, a lot of people think. So if you spend extra time on that and then spray it down, and then, you can always hit it with a, gray card after you spray it down. You're not gonna have so many problems either. So those, and then, last thing is when you roll this window down, boom, you have this window. What people do, they come over here, they got a sprayer, the spray, the top edge, all the top, and then they'll clean it like they're cleaning the bottom half of the window. So the very top carries hella contamination. So you gotta clean that differently than you would clean the bottom half of the window. And then also, people don't do, so there's still grut on here. All this, there's always black grut on the top of the window, but sometimes it looks white because it hasn't built up, or other times it's just black, but it builds up. And then even if you scrape it, it's so solid, it's chunks, so it doesn't move. It's not gonna go anywhere. You have to squeegee that away. You have to make sure you keep track of that dirt and squeegee it away. And if you scraped into the seal, you always wanna hit it down and then, spray it down, boom, boom, then you can boom, hit it, and cool. Those are some of my little tips and tricks, and hope you guys tint better next time. Like and subscribe.